a lot easier. Okay, we're live. I realized when I was putting the YouTube video there, like because I'm referencing the issue number, but I don't know if that was clear. So it seems like that this is like the 1957th session we've had on website one, because it's like number 1957. But yeah. Today's 27th of July, Friday, and here with Joseph and Miriam and Nicholas and myself, Matt. And we were just talking about like getting our tests to pass for this implementation of the toggle button that changes the attendance Boolean to true or false if the event creator is able to attend their event. And Miriam, yeah, you were saying maybe even though like the UX maybe is not as good, it makes it a lot easier to test if we just went back to using a checkbox. Hey, Faith.
Hello.
How's it going? Does anyone have anything to, I don't know, does anyone have any strong feelings about that? Like, should we try to debug this thing with the toggle, or should we just go for the easiest way to get this PR merged in and worry about just the functionality and having good test coverage as well?
I'm good with whatever. Yeah.
Cool.
You too.
Does anyone have, I guess then as a follow-up question, does anyone have any experience with using Capybara? And I mean, I guess like the drop-downs sometimes have this toggle as well. But does anyone have an experience with like using a Bootstrap toggle button and effectively testing for it?
No, for me.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to quickly try that that matcher for like, okay, the attend is on the page and cannot attend is not on the page, and see if that works. And if that doesn't work, maybe switch to the checkbox, or if you think that's a waste of time, then we could just go straight to the checkbox. I don't know. It doesn't seem like anyone really has any strong feelings one way or the other. So, should I share my screen? So Joseph, were you able to? Where did we leave? Because you were going to do some driving yesterday, right? And I can't remember. I know Tanita was getting Ruby version 2.5.1 installed, and
yeah, I was getting an error. The session, I don't know. The request ran for longer than 15,000 seconds.
So this is with the Docker stuff. Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's other people that are. I worked on that last night until after 11 o'clock with some other people, and we still didn't get that sorted out. And so, yeah, I don't really want to hijack this this session again on that. But yeah, it is something that I would love to work on at some point. But did you? Why was it? You working locally wasn't working though?
Yeah.
And why was that again? Could you remind me?
I don't remember what was wrong. That's why we. Oh yeah, it was the. It was the what? It's called what? I've forgotten. The package. I needed to install a different package called.
Oh yeah, the Xcode thing.
Oh yeah.
All right, and I assume maybe you haven't had a chance to do that yet.
Yeah, let me do that. Yeah.
Faith, are you keen to do some driving today?
Yes.
Awesome. And you're all set up and ready to go, right?
Yes. I did that a few months ago, but I think I should be good. Just pull the changes.
Cool. All right. So while you're doing that, I'll try to quickly go in here and see if I can show you just what I did. Although, yeah. These are all Docker stuff. Nicholas, do you have experience with Docker?
No, zero.
Man, I thought this was really straightforward, and
from what I've heard, Docker, I don't know. I had someone telling me that there's a lot to Docker, and there's a lot of configuration settings that, I mean, it takes a while to learn Docker because there's a lot of configuration settings.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just the Ruby part of it and the Rails and bundle installing is working perfectly fine. It's just that the node dependencies is causing us some problems. Like it's not able to find some JavaScript dependency. So
okay.
Yeah. So this here is because someone decided to add a host name DB to. I don't know who would just go adding. Changing the database file without messing up everyone's life, but so that should work now. I'm just going to run the test again, and then yeah, and I guess am I correct in assuming that changing, like, instead of having, so what happens is that we were able to, like, Joseph and I and Tonita were able to verify that. I know that error as well. Need to remove the temp files, and so we were able to actually, I guess website one has already been set up to post an HTML link when, like, the screenshot, so that you can just go here and put this copy this and put this in the browser, and then you can see it's like save an open page. If anyone's ever is familiar with that, where you can see what Capybara sees, and we're able to verify that there is indeed like it doesn't look like a toggle button, but we're able to verify that it indeed does have an attend on the page. So then that's what led us to doing the page.body and trying to match it with the regex, and that was working. But does anybody am I wrong to assume that that's kind of not a very strong way of testing, like in comparison to have text or to have content? Or is that just, am I wrong about that?
It depends how, I don't know. I think when you're testing views, it depends on how strict you want your test to be, because view tests can fail very, very easily when they're not actually failing. Like in the future, if someone decides to change the context or content of that, of what you're testing for, then the test will fail if it's a very strict test. So okay. I guess it depends on your personal, yeah. It depends person to person, I guess, how strict you want to get it, right? Mm-hmm. How fragile do you want the test to be? I suppose is one way to put it.
Yeah. So this one here is failing. The project creator can see cannot attend button after creating event. So that's not. That's not.
Be attend. No, it should be attend.
Yeah.
Yes,
and then, so yeah, it's unable to find this visible link or button attend. So it doesn't treat, even though it has a class of button, like it's a label tag that has a class of button, either success or danger. It doesn't, Capybara doesn't see it that way. And so then things like find, or like the CSS with class button and all that kind of stuff, that doesn't work.
It's a checkbox. It's a type checkbox, so we should try it with the Capybara method check.
Yeah, definitely. This is from the same 131. I should see attend, and it's saying, like expected to find text attend in this whole thing here. So then, like I said, we grab this here, and we pop this into somewhere, some browser, doesn't matter which, like this, and then if you come down, right, that's a checkbox. Weird.
Yeah, it's a checkbox. So, like,
I think I might have
we're not showing attend in using like data off and data on attributes to show it.
well, I think it's because that's weird because that's different than from yesterday. Yesterday it wasn't a checkbox. It was the word attend. Unless I'm going crazy. It's definitely possible. Just wondering if I didn't have if I didn't stash the changes. I think there we go. And Faith, were you able to pull down the latest changes from? I guess was it you that pushed the latest changes, Miriam? Or?
No, I didn't push anything from yesterday.
Yeah, but I don't think I did either, or maybe I did. I'm not.
I checked, but I didn't find any changes. So I was going to ask you if you're going to push your changes, or?
Yeah, did I make changes yesterday to because I felt like when look, there's nothing here. Oh, that's because I'm not logged in, and as yeah. So okay, yeah. So we do have this. Toggle, and interestingly, I mean, Joseph, maybe you could back me up so they don't think I'm crazy. It wasn't a checkbox yesterday, was it?
Yeah, it was like a label button.
Yeah.
Which changes to forgotten the.
Yeah.
Yeah, attend. Yeah, it was attend. Yeah.
So maybe I don't know. Maybe it's just at that point because it wasn't an input either, you know. Because inputs, I know that we can. Well, I don't know for sure this one, but I know that you can find inputs with Capybara. But then, yeah, it would. I don't know how we would differentiate between the attend and cannot attend because they're both part of the same input, and they're both. Yeah, they're. It seems like they're both.
Maybe we can check the HTML, like to see if there's those attributes.
Okay, so
I don't know if it's
maybe
it's testing or not.
Yeah. So this is what it looked like yesterday. So maybe it's just a timing issue of when. So it looked like this with like a label, with attend and cannot attend. But there's like even though cannot attend is not visible for the user, it's visible here. So, but then I don't know. That might. I'm trying to think like the match, like if we use the match matcher, is that going to be looking just at what's visible to the user from the browser, or is that going to be looking for like in this like the DOM?
I think that.
All right.
Toggle off. I think. I don't know.
And then I feel like we did do some. What number was this on? Here. So this is where it's hitting this, right? So if I put in a binding.pry and then rerun the test. Faith, did you? Sorry, I didn't. I don't know if I did. Did you answer and I didn't hear it? Did you? Were you able to pull the latest changes from Miriam's branch? This.
Not yet. I had to install a different Ruby version, so I'm waiting for it to install.
Cool. Yeah, let us know if that works for you, because we're having some. You're on a Mac, right? And Tanita was having some problems with that yesterday. So.
Did she get the keys, the environmental file keys?
Maybe Miriam. Miriam, I know you sent to Joseph. I'm not sure if you sent to Nita as well, but I think that she's just trying to install the Ruby 2.5.1 on her machine. So, and she was thinking that maybe it was to do with Xcode, though there was no updates to Xcode, so that were showing for her. So I'm not sure. So we have this attend, and so then if I say expect the page dot body dot to match string, then it's going to be true, or it's going to match. And then if I'm trying to think if I pass it in like this, so that we can say we expect not to see this, and it matches as well. So that's what I was. I guess that's why I didn't go ahead and change it, is because, yeah. So I don't know if I can say like, can I do this here within, what is it? Checked attendance. The name of the ID, I think. And then I say expect to find that. Able to find.
How is it finding both of them? Because it should be one of them at the attend or cannot attend.
Should be what? Sorry.
I mean, it shouldn't find both of them at the same time.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. It depends on how this dot match or this matcher works, you know. So I think it works by coming. I mean, I think I'm trying to. I remember yesterday we were able to. I don't remember exactly what it is what command I used, but we were able to see that it's actually checking the DOM versus checking the.
No.
So that's why it's coming in here and it's saying, oh, it can always find both of them, you know.
So the ID, you had the ID backwards, I think.
There you go.
Attendance checkbox.
Thanks. Yeah, I think I changed it to check attendance, and then I said, no, that's not as good actually. What Miriam had was better. There we go. And then if I say match that, okay, so that matched. Cool. So that's awesome. But I guess this probably wouldn't do anything. I'm just doing the same thing because it's going to match this as well. Yeah. So yeah, that's why. I mean, they're both within this. They're both within this ID attendance checkbox, and they're both always.
Oh, thank you. Okay, hold on.
Expect page to have content string, and then that's okay. So that's telling us it's expected to find attend in an empty string. Then just for fun, let's ask it about this. So yeah, this is the really interesting thing. Like, so this is actually passing, you know, like it's oh no, matching, sorry. So this is gonna, oh well, this is gonna be, it already filled this is an empty string, so it's kind of a waste of time. And yeah, I mean, I tried doing other things as well, like that I don't know if are even good practice or just try. And I tried like looking for example, I tried looking for class toggle group and it couldn't find it. Capybara couldn't find it. I tried looking for toggle on, for example, to see if it could find that, the class toggle on, and it couldn't find. Toggle off, it couldn't find. I tried going and waiting for like the like document ready in JavaScript, and then finding this class toggle on and adding an ID like to it to see if then adding an ID to it, if I could find that ID with Capybara, and that didn't work. It didn't add the ID.
So that class, the toggle group, is that being turned on and off by JavaScript?
I mean, maybe it's a Bootstrap.
Okay, and they use a lot of JavaScript.
Yeah. So yeah.
So if that's the case, do we have in our tests? Are we telling Capybara that we're using JavaScript? Because I think you have to
like put a tag here, JavaScript true.
I something like that. I'm not sure.
I think you do it in the acceptance test. You put a JavaScript tag there.
Not in the steps, in the
in the feature.
Yeah. You put it in like above the scenario, above or at the top of the file, or you can do it at the top of the file.
Here, like below on top of above the feature.
Yeah. Yeah.
And is it just like this, like it is with no?
I think you do it.
It's like this. Something like this.
Oh, okay, with the tag. All right, cool. Yeah, right. So that's a good idea. So then I can delete this. Although this might work as well, no?
Maybe, I don't know.
We could try it both. We could try both.
So I can get rid of this for now, and then come back here. Yeah, that's a good point. We need to tell it if we're gonna use JavaScript, don't we? I mean, that would be just cool if that just works, you know? Oh, it sounds. Where's that different one? Oh. Okay, well, it doesn't like to click on, but yeah, because of visible link or button.
I think if you change it to check, it will work.
Yeah, because it's a checkbox.
Is it?
Well, right. So we have 3 failures. We had 4 before, didn't we?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, it wasn't seen, cannot attend, and things like that.
Yeah, we had 4 failures before. So which one passed? 27, 33, 44, or 50? 27 passed. Cool. That one passed then. Yay! Woo! So 34 is failing right now because of that click. Cannot attend. So Miriam, you were saying let's try checking it instead.
Yes.
Click attend. So what about check attend? I'm assuming that's somewhere in the basic steps, but if it's not, it'll tell us.
It might be.
And also this one here, check. Or would this be uncheck? Check.
I'm not sure.
Right.
Maybe uncheck. Not sure.
Okay, let's see what happens. Save it. Yep. Yeah, I feel like Joseph, you have a lot of experience in JavaScript, but you don't have a lot of experience with using Cucumber and Capybara, right? So
Yeah, I've never used that.
I feel like maybe you could have told me that yesterday, you know that.
I've only used Mocha, Chai, Jest. Yeah.
Which are really similar, actually, in like the verbiage and stuff, right? So like I've used those with RFM projects, and yeah, it's really similar, no? So it's saying unable to find checkbox, you know? Whereas here, unable to find visible checkbox, cannot attend, that is not disabled. And what about the, yeah, same here, the unable to find visible checkbox attend.
Because the label is not attend. No, or is it? Yeah, it's label.
Yeah, but I'm looking here in the DOM, like it doesn't seem like it's like I definitely get where you're going with that, because here if we come to the what is it, the show bench show. Yeah. Oh, that's the JavaScript. And show. Here we go. If we come down here, like it has this as a checkbox, you know, but then in here it's being interpreted as just as a label, like I mean, even like here it has a class of button, but then we know that button doesn't work. Like Capybara is not interpreting it as a button. Oh, here, yeah. So here, I guess it does have a type checkbox here.
Yeah.
But this is grayed out, like. This here is talking about Capybara Poltergeist. I've heard of Poltergeist before, but I'm not. Yeah, I read this yesterday. They were talking about Phantom JS will parse the JS sources due to non-supported ES6 keyword.
What if we try something like this? Like,
they have this allow label click. That's interesting.
Did you see what?
Yeah, look here. Attempt to click the label to toggle state if an element is non-visible. That sounds interesting. No, I didn't see. Yep, cool. Find CSS with the ID, with the value, and set true. Wow, that sounds like it would work. So then we would need to make our own, probably make our own step.
Did it fail also for attend?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
So, and I'm going to say toggle. I don't know. It's not really the cannot attend.
It's attend.
Maybe.
Oh, no.
Sorry?
Because what's visible now, it's attend. But I don't know. We can try it.
Here, project creator can mention they cannot attend. Yeah, when I toggle. Yeah,
you can just leave it there.
I mean, I can definitely change it as well, just to try.
No, it's better to just leave it now.
So then if, I think Joseph, you saw this yesterday, and Faith, you probably have already seen this before. Yeah, I think I've seen with you before, where if I run this and there's no, I'm assuming there's no step that's toggle to, so then it'll like, I mean, maybe it's not the fastest way of doing it, but it's the lazier way of doing it, where you can just copy and paste the step definition into the bottom of the basic steps, for example. Undefined step. Yeah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. But where's the copy paste thing? It'll be at the very bottom, I think. There we go. So you can implement the step definitions like this. And Faith, did you get that? Did you get the Ruby version installed? Okay.
Yes. Now on the Capybara WebKit.
Right. Yeah. That's where you got stuck yesterday, wasn't it, Joseph?
Yep.
So let's hope that Faith has better luck.
You got stuck with the Capybara.
Yeah.
Or did you fix it?
Install, huh?
Have you fixed it?
No, I saw that I have to install Xcode. That's what I'm doing right now. Installing, and I'll see how it goes.
Can I use it just like that?
I don't think
no, I need to do like this, no? String interpolation. No?
But do we have an argument still? Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah.
Opa. What happened there? Okay, so yeah, but there's a I can share a link with you, Faith, if you want, that I've used to get through this before. As this is local support. It didn't work for Joseph, but it might work for you.
What's that?
There's a site that's I think it's actually even on the what is it, like if I say Capybara WebKit.
I fixed it.
Oh, awesome.
Thank you.
So let me know when you put down the latest changes, and then we can switch drivers if you're keen to drive. And I did save that, right? Yeah. It'd probably be faster if I just ran the tests individually, no? Instead of running all these other steps that I don't care about right now. Syntax error while trying to evaluate CSS selector. Okay. Invalid selector. Invalid selector. CSS.
You forget it does, maybe? Oh, no, it's not.
What's invalid about it, Capybara? Unable to find visible CSS. Oh, that's a different. Did I misspell it? No, attendance checkbox. Could look just for the attendance checkbox to start off with. And see, and not worry about the value at the moment. So I think I'm going to do like I was saying and just run one of the ones that failed. Unable to find visible CSS. Yeah, well, it's not visible. I didn't tell you it was visible, Capybara. Oh, but it is actually attendance checkbox should be. I found this attendance checkbox before. Did I wonder if I found it with.
So that worked, eh?
No, it's saying it can't find it's not visible.
Oh, okay.
Visible CSS. But I was able to find it yesterday, actually, the attendance checkbox. So I know that it's possible to find it. I'm trying to think. I think maybe I used a slightly different trying to see if I remember. Was it page.find that I used? And link, no. I know there was another one as well that was like with like find selector or something like that. Find selector, find. So do I have to say that CSS, or it doesn't seem like it? It seems like maybe I can just. But that shouldn't make a difference, I wouldn't think. Find by ID, find field, find link, find button.
Because in the DOM it was hidden. Did you, when you like were checking the DOM, it was like it was.
True. That's a good point.
So if that's the case, I think there is an option to set like
visible false.
Yeah. I think it's the second argument of find.
Inside of here?
Yeah.
I've used this before on like a select, you know.
Oh yeah, select as well.
Never used with find, but so I passed that step. When I toggle to cannot attend. That's cool.
Which pass?
Yep. Expected to find text. Alice Jones cannot attend. Faith, are you ready for me to push up the changes? Actually, I don't. Yeah. I was telling you to pull down the changes, but if I'm going to push the changes, you need to pull down the changes again. So.
I have a database. I was trying to set up the database.
Okay.
Yeah. And I just got an error. I will let you know when I'm done.
Oh, look at that. It's I didn't see this before, but there's attend cannot attend, like.
Yeah, it's showing for both.
Yeah, it seems like are always visible.
For this client meeting event, it's set to attendance false by default, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure. Is it?
Can you check the table?
Yes.
The background in the background steps.
So not here. That would be here.
Yeah. The last attribute, I think. Yeah, the last one.
False here. That's the meeting.
Oh, so the other one is true.
Yeah.
Client meet.
Yeah.
So it should be attend that. Oh no. So we did set it to true, which it should be false if it's for cannot attend. Because in the steps you said set to true. Well, I think it should be false.
So like change this. You're saying change this to attend?
No, the step in the basic steps.
Okay. Yeah. Set this to false. Because it's okay. Cool. Yeah, good.
Because it's cannot attend.
Because it's true by default, and this is when they want to actually set it to false.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So there's gonna have to be two step definitions then, right?
Or maybe just depending on the string, we can either give it a false or true value.
Nice. Instead of saying
an additional if statement.
Yeah, nice. So then, instead of saying to set to false, set to argue, like call this false or call this Boolean or something.
Or maybe it's better to just do a separate step because, like, when we did it before, Robert said that we shouldn't like add many if statements, so it's better to avoid them. Because if that's the case, we'll have to say that if the string is cannot attend, then we set it to false.
No, but I mean, yeah, I think like you maybe, but like I thought your idea was just to say like false here, and then use that as an argument, and then just a dot.
But that wouldn't be understandable.
Yeah, because it would be a string instead of a Boolean.
Yeah. No, it's just because when you read this, you wouldn't understand why false it should be. But when you say cannot attend, you can understand. Like because it's an acceptance test, or it should be Like, that's what I think should be like something that is visible to the user.
Yeah, yeah. So you could have like when I toggle cannot attend to false, for example. So that's still failed. Firing a click at coordinates 0, 0 failed. Poltergeist detected another element with CSS selector, HTML body div wrap header blah blah blah. And that's okay. At this position, it may be overlapping the element you are trying to interact with. If you don't care about overlapping elements, try using node.trigger click. Okay. Thank you for that. And for some reason, it's not giving us HTML to copy into our browser. And this node.trigger, use this where? In the step definition?
Yeah.
Presumably. Yeah. So, I would imagine that they're saying instead of saying .set false, they're saying find this. And then.
Yeah, maybe.
So I would need to put this in a variable, maybe?
No, I mean, I think the node is what you did find after the find thing. The find, it's a find dot trigger click.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah. Trigger a click. So, and that's somehow presumably different than just saying dot click.
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
I guess we're about to find out. What I didn't understand what's overlapping it, but
no. Maybe because, but
hey, woohoo! Alex Jones cannot attend the event.
Oh.
Good job.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So, I don't want to keep asking you the same question, Faith, but or Miriam, should I don't know if Faith is ready.
No, you can continue if you want.
Are you ready, Faith?
No, not yet.
Okay. Right, so I'm gonna try to go back here and try to understand what we're doing. So yeah, okay. I mean, I guess so. We're finding the ID, which is cool. And then to get that to work, we need to pass in the visible false. Like, I guess I've done that before when using a select box that has like a blank, like because the options in the checkbox aren't visible to the user. So setting that to visible false allows the copybar to find that attend is checkbox that's kind of grayed out in the DOM, and then we're triggering a click, which I don't know if and so I guess it would probably complain that we're not using this argument 1, which probably maybe should be reworded. I mean, Nick, I noticed that like when you were writing tests in local support, for example, like there was times that you didn't even use a string at all, like if it's not needed.
Oh, really? I don't recall.
I mean, like something like that, maybe.
Yeah, you did just parentheses.
What you could do is so what we could do is instead of because you want both attend and cannot attend to use that same step, right?
Yep.
So you can pass in a regex, so something like I think it's like cannot question mark or something like that.
Yeah. Miriam, I've done that with you before, where you were helping to explain, like where you pass in parentheses in here, right?
Yeah.
With like we used it with like should not see, for example.
Yeah.
I heard Nick typing away. So yeah, cool. Like this, yeah, with the question mark. So Joseph and Faith, I don't know if you've seen before either. So, but then this wouldn't be toggle 2 anymore. Then and then I can pass in this cannot, and then say.
Oh, it can't stick toggle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that understandable? Like when we say toggle 2.
Yeah.
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 So then, but then I would get rid of this here.
Yes.
I'll get rid of that space.
Which one?
Yeah, between
Oh, that works too. Or the space in front of the C.
After the
Whichever one's more readable.
Yeah. I'm not sure which is more readable. Maybe this is more readable.
No, because here you will, like in case of attend, you won't have space.
So you have a space here, like I toggle 2 and then space attend.
Yeah.
Whereas if I take out, I remember, Miriam, that you had this space here.
Yeah, because like it won't exist when we use just attend.
And then here at the end, this is okay, like this.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, so I mean, you could like do it like this, and then do it like.
Right. No, this is fine. Yeah, and then I guess we can get rid of that arg1.
Yeah.
We don't really need it.
I think it's still expecting an argument.
Yeah, we might.
Cannot is taken as an argument as well.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. But this, then we would call it something like, what was it, like negate or?
Maybe.
I think I've seen in
negated.
Yeah, negated.
Yeah, I think that's the word they use a lot.
Faith, did you have a question? I heard your voice. Maybe.
Is the test passing for toggle attend as well?
I can go there. I don't think so because we were setting it to false.
But now we are just triggering a click. I mean.
Oh, true. You're right. True. Yeah, only one test was failing. Yeah, it was this one that I should not see, cannot attend. Which is from something else. But let me just run the test and see if they pass with this new text. So it's this one here. So I'm logged in as Alice. Is Alice so project creator can see attend button?
Yeah, she's the project creator.
Yeah. This is because of that whole thing of being able to see both.
Oh, I think it should be event creator. Huh. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why did I write project.
Yeah, maybe you copied it or. Yeah, I was noticing little things in. So. Right. Because we know that in like as an actual person, which is what CopyBar is supposed to be imitating, that you can't see this cannot attend in this situation, but we know that you can see it in the
because
CopyBar.
Yeah, because we're using match. Yeah, because it checks the DOM. Right.
No, this isn't using. Actually, this is not using match. I don't think. I think this is using that. This is using tab content.
But then again, even with the DOM, it shouldn't be seen because like we have set a condition that the checkbox won't be rendered in that case if the person is not the event creator.
Oh, but Alice, in this case, I think Alice is the event creator, right?
Yeah.
I think the test pat that a regular user cannot see the button. That's passing. And
Okay.
this is actually checking for both, that they can't see both. So maybe cannot see attend buttons.
Yeah, you can. Yeah. Can now turn, yeah, and attend. Yeah.
Oh, but is this different? Non-logged in users is different than regular users?
Yeah, because I set different condition.
Okay.
I don't remember exactly.
Like one of them is logged in and the other one's not. Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
this person is just not logged in, and this person is logged in but is not the event. Could we change this maybe to, instead of regular, to non-event creators?
Okay, yeah. That will be better, yeah.
Non-event creators? Or yeah, non-event creators? No, non-event creators. Okay.
Mhm.
Is that right? Non-event creators?
I guess I want to ask a question. I don't know anything about what's these tests, what we're testing, but what is like why can't a regular user see the cannot attend or attend button? They can't. Are regular users not able to join events, or?
No, because here, like, this RSVPing functionality is just for event creator to indicate that he's not attending the event. So it won't be used by the ones who didn't create the event. Because like here we just want to see if the event creator is attending or not.
Oh, okay. I see.
But after some suggested that we start with this simple feature, so that after this we can like do it for everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right. So I guess over here we only have one failing test now. Woo! And it's this one where they should not see. And then I was coming here to the basic steps and showing that it is using this to have text. It's not using the match, but it's still seeing the text.
I think. Can you go back to the test to acceptance test?
There we go. Yeah. So it's I should not see cannot attend in this text here. And we saw a minute ago that it's here.
Yeah. I think the assertion is false. It should be because the event creator can see they cannot attend. But yeah. But meeting, I did it before because meeting is set to false. Attendance is set to false. So in that case, you would show the attend button instead of cannot attend. But here in this case, I don't know. I don't think we need the because the DOM has the two. Both of them cannot attend as well.
Yep.
So I don't know if we should check it here or not.
I mean, for the sake of getting all the tests passing, I say we don't test for it, but I don't know.
What does the page look like for that test? Can we bring up the page?
Yeah, share no. So I'm not exactly sure why. In some cases, it's sharing that link, and some it's not. And I think,
well, we can tell it to open a page too.
yeah, like with the save and open page, or is there?
Well, you can. It'll just automatically open up a page for you and display at that point. I forget the. Let me see if I got it written down.
I've used save and open page before, but I guess they're using something slightly different in this project. Although, yeah, it is here, save and open page in the basic steps, step definition. Here,
Okay.
then show me the page. So I could,
yep.
just add that here. Then show me the page, like that, I think.
Yep.
Maybe that's why it's maybe that answers my question. There's some that say then show me the page and some that don't. Sure. And I ran all the tests again, just so it takes longer. So yeah, and then I guess since we're just waiting for this test to run all the way. Oh, look at that. We're not waiting. So this is what it looks like. Oh, look at that. It is. Oh no, it cannot attend.
Yeah.
Alice Jones cannot attend the event.
Oh yeah, because now if the event is set to attendance false, it will show the toggle will show cannot attend. So I think the assertion should not see attend and not cannot, or should see cannot attend. Because like if you go to the page,
yeah,
like,
then I should see cannot attend.
Like this?
Yeah.
Well, you're going to see attend, right?
Yeah.
You can go to the page so that you can understand better why.
Here.
Yeah. You see that it's set on cannot attend when you are.
Yeah.
When the attendance is false.
That makes sense because you say when I'm on the meeting event page, I'm logged in as Alice. I'm on the meeting event page. And I haven't done anything else like triggering a click on the toggle button. And since this we verified earlier is by default set to false, then what we'd expect is to see see this here.
Yeah, cannot attend. Yeah.
Okay, and then Nick, you're saying that now that will probably fail the second test because.
Oh yeah, you'll need to delete line 49, I think.
Yeah, because it's gonna. I mean, I'll just run it. Just
cannot attend has attend. So I think it's gonna find this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's not even a good test because it's gonna. It's gonna find that
the page. Yeah.
But then, so I mean, yeah, this test will pass. But then, is this test actually really doing anything?
Yeah, I think
we know that both of the values are visible to Capybara.
No, but when you showed the page from Capybara, it only showed cannot attend. It didn't show attend. So
that's true.
So it's being visible. It's like showing what's visible to the user, not.
Yeah, I guess the output that it was looking at though, like that it was looking through, we're showing both though. So I think no matter what you put there, like I should see attend would pass as well, you know. So that's why I'm saying it's maybe flaky because I think that it would pass either way. I guess we could test it.
Yeah, but why did it show only cannot attend when you did show me the page?
I don't know. That's a good question. And I mean, I could be wrong, you know, about that. Look at both of them passed. Oh well, yeah, both are gonna pass. You already said that because this is visible here.
Yeah.
Right.
I think you can like make Capybara show you this email by like doing a false assertion. Like I should see something that doesn't exist. I don't know, so that it gives you the output.
Yeah. Okay. But isn't that what we're looking at here?
Yeah.
So I mean, if I look at the output here, it has like I guess I could search for this string here, attend cannot, and see if it finds it. I mean, that's not really, not that we're actually going to leave it like that, but just to see if that passes.
Yeah.
So if it's just looking at what it's showing us in the save and open page, then this should not pass. And if it's actually just reading that output, yeah, so that passed. So that's what I'm saying. I think this test isn't actually doing anything really.
Well, I think if we, oh, never mind.
Yeah, just say.
I mean, I guess it's doing something in the sense that it's like it's telling people what we expect the behavior to be, but I don't know if that's a reason in itself for writing a test. But
yeah, this step is not the one using match, right?
No, this is yeah, the dot match was something that was like my way of getting around the fact that it wasn't finding the.
Oh.
Can we go back to the features page?
Yep.
Yeah, features.
Yes.
So like what you're saying is this step doesn't do anything, but so I will disagree and agree with that, because at first I think, you know, when you're first writing tests, you're going to check basic functionality, right? And so this step did do something at one point, but now that we've written maybe like some other scenarios where we're checking, okay, so here the project creator can click the attend button. So now now we're checking the functionality here, right? So in like line 51 is also kind of doing the same thing as line 45, right? Because if line 51 isn't passing, then line 40, like if in line 51, if the event creator can't click the attend button, then obviously line 45, they wouldn't, you know, they can't see the button. So I think at one point, what I'm saying is I think at one point this test was doing something, maybe at the initial start. Yeah. But now that we've written more tests, we probably don't need this test anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Because I mean, ultimately, like, just the background that maybe, well, not maybe, I don't think you have, is that it started off as 2 buttons, like a 10 button, 10 out of 10 button. So, like, and yeah, but I mean, even if I just add this, I should see this message here, which we expect to be able to see if the person cannot attend, if the event creator cannot attend. I think that betters the test. Although, yeah, I'm wondering if it's just not testing the same thing we're already testing somewhere else. No, well, I don't know, because this we're not actually interacting with anything. We're just going to a page that's set to false and wanting to see these 2 things. And whereas in here, we're actually clicking on it and expecting this to appear. So that's a different test than this appears on the page.
I think I think what you got there on line 49 is probably suitable. That would be a good test. I mean, are we testing that anywhere else?
No. We are testing it when we toggle about it.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's an assertion.
Yeah. So that's the only place is when you toggle it. Yeah. So then that makes me feel a lot better, because then we know that this message is, if this passes, we know that this message is going to be displayed by default if the like if it's false?
Yeah.
Is there any reason? I guess there's no reason to remove this, huh? Even though
Maybe I don't know. Or just leave it to make sure that the toggle button exists.
yeah, true. That the toggle button's actually there.
Yeah.
And it would probably be way too confusing if I went like this. Awesome. Hey, and that passed. Look at that. And let's see if they're all passing. And yeah, I have a React mob coming up in 15 minutes. If
I will be attending as well.
oh, you're gonna be there?
Yeah.
Oh, cool, awesome. You can help me decide exactly what you definitely have more experience in React, so that's awesome. And I'm not sure exactly. I think you were at the last React mob that we had, weren't you?
Yeah.
So you can help me to decide what to do because I don't really know.
Okay.
And cool, they all passed. And I guess the next thing on this, Miriam, you were saying that you wanted to explore Mike's idea about so for those who haven't seen yet, when you come here and you click on this button, it reloads the page. And Mike was asking why we don't make use of Ajax to keep it from reloading.
And maybe before that, we should, because Sam asked me to change the Boolean name because it's not, it doesn't show that we are verifying the creator attendance. I just named it attendance.
Okay.
But it would be better if we said event creator, for example, attendance or something like that.
Yeah, cool.
Just something that I would like to change here, like if you go back to the step definitions, when the scenario at the bottom, the one that you are, the one at the bottom, when it should be when event creator again.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also maybe instead of clicks attend button, toggles.
Yeah.
Are toggles to attend.
Yeah.
That's the other.
Would that be toggles to attend? Then or that works. Yeah.
I'm not sure if you're supposed to use commas in these. I guess so. Why not? Should I go capitalizing? Oh, this is so. This should be. I'm gonna copy all the project. No, that project. No. Okay. But this here and here.
Okay. I gotta go, man. This was great. Thank you.
Oh yeah, thanks for stopping, man.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I'll see you.
See you soon.
Yeah. So can you push the changes?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
We're the only two here? I'm currently at this error. When I try to set up the database, break aborted incompatible library version. I need to pick my dinner as well, so I will be back shortly. Okay. So Faith need to leave. Joseph's heading for dinner as well. All these people who need to eat. Yeah. I mean, I definitely enjoy. I feel like it'd be really nice because Joseph has been joining us a lot recently, and it'd be nice for other people to join as well. I'm not going to add this config database change, but
no, just the features and the basic steps.
I do need to. I talked to Sam briefly today and asked him what he thinks about oh no, that's not what I want. Git reset head features supports.
I think you shouldn't talk about the fixtures.
Keep the fixtures.
No, I said oh yeah. So that's what you are doing because I saw them in green. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't want those. So git commit. I didn't even check the differences. I guess get tests passing or fix failing tests.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. I really feel good about that.
Yeah, me as well.
I was beating my head against the wall yesterday, and it's always not always, but it's so frequently it's something simple like I mean, just adding that JavaScript at the top was really a huge step.
Yeah, I remember me as well wasting a huge amount of time on this at first because I found out that it's just because I haven't enabled JavaScript.
Yeah.
So
I mean, this is why I'm huge on pair programming. You know, I mean, sometimes I do feel sometimes that I guess I don't feel like I'm the least experienced of the people I'm pairing with, because there's always times that I feel like I have some knowledge that another person doesn't.
Yeah.
But like,
there's always something that you don't know and others know.
Yeah. And also just being able to have someone like, like Nicholas is there, like going there and copying and pasting some solution that, end up like not working by itself, but like, just tweaking it a little bit ends up working, like while at the same time you're there doing stuff in the command line is awesome. And I'll stop talking and let you have a further React month.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.